You love them. Even now, after everything, a part of your heart still reaches for theirs. And yet, they are not yours anymore. Maybe they never really were. The Tibetan masters taught, true love is not about holding on. It's about setting free. If you're trapped between love and pain, between memory and silence, between what you wish and what is, then listen carefully, because today you will discover the secret to letting go without breaking your heart. Maybe you still feel their laughter in the corners of your mind. Maybe you still hear their voice in the quiet moments. Maybe you still dream of what could have been, what should have been. And yet life has moved on, or at least it's trying to. You see, the pain of letting go is not because you are weak. It's because your love was real, your dreams were real, your hope was real. The Tibetan monks understood this better than anyone. They taught that the heart must be both fierce and tender, strong enough to love deeply and wise enough to release what cannot stay. Letting go does not mean you never loved. It means you loved so purely that you are now willing to love yourself enough to move forward. Imagine carrying a flower in your hands, clutching it so tightly, afraid to lose it, only to realize that your grip is crushing the very beauty you wanted to protect. Sometimes, to truly honor what you loved, you must open your hands, you must let it go. And in that letting go, you honor the love more deeply than by clinging to it. This is not forgetting. This is not betrayal. This is the highest form of love, the love that sets free. Imagine standing on a mountain alone holding a beautiful bird in your hands. You found it when it was wounded. You nursed it back to life with your love, your patience, your endless care. It sings for you. It rests in your palms. It trusts you. But deep inside, you know, this bird was never meant to stay in your hands forever. It was born for the skies, born for the winds, the vastness, the unknown. You feel the trembling of its wings, not because it fears you, but because it's ready to fly. Your hands tighten around it, fearful of the loneliness that will come the moment it leaves. You tell yourself it's safer here. You tell yourself it's better to hold on than to feel the ache of an empty hand. But deep down, you know, love is not about possession. It's about giving what you most want to keep. With a heavy breath, you open your hands. The bird hesitates for just a moment, then takes off, soaring into the vast golden sky. You stand there, your hands aching with emptiness. Tears fill your eyes, but your heart feels lighter than it has in a long, long time, because you chose love over fear, because you chose freedom over control, because you chose healing over clinging to what cannot stay. And in that moment you realize letting go was never the end of love. It was the beginning of true love, love for yourself and love for all that must be free. Letting go is not a betrayal of your love. It is an act of sacred courage. You loved, you gave, you believed. But love, real love, is not a cage. It's a sky. It's a river. It's a flame. Holding tighter will not bring them back. Holding tighter will only burn your own hands. The Tibetan masters knew this. They taught that attachment is suffering and freedom is peace. You are not weak because you loved deeply. You are not foolish because you hoped. You are human. You are brave. The pain you feel is the echo of your sincerity. Do not be ashamed of it. Healing does not mean erasing memories. Healing means carrying them with tenderness, without letting them chain your soul. Every goodbye carves new space inside you, space for something greater, space for yourself. You are not here to be a prisoner of your past. You are here to become the sky that holds all storms and all sunrises. The heart that can let go is the heart that has truly loved. Because true love is not selfish. True love says, "If you must go, I bless you on your journey. You have nothing to prove. You have nothing to fight for anymore. You are not missing pieces. You are becoming whole. Grief is a bridge, not a prison. Cross it. Loneliness is a teacher, not a punishment. Listen to it. Fear is a mirror, not an enemy. Face it. Every tear you cried has watered the garden of your soul. Every night you survived has strengthened your spirit. You are not broken because you are broken-hearted. You are sacred because you dared to love. Now it's time to love yourself just as fiercely. It's time to open your hands. It's time to set yourself free. This love does not end. It transforms. It becomes your wisdom. It becomes your light. It becomes the wings you never knew you had. Forgiveness is not about them. Forgiveness is about freeing yourself. Letting go is not about forgetting. It's about choosing peace over pain. Today, you are not losing them. You are finding yourself. And that is the greatest love story you will ever live. Somewhere inside you, a quiet voice has always known. You cannot force love to stay. You cannot chain someone's heart to yours. You cannot hold on to what is meant to be free. But you can love yourself through the leaving. You can bless the moments that once made you smile. You can honor the dreams that once kept you warm. There is no shame in having loved deeply. There is no weakness in having hoped. There is only the sacred proof that your heart was alive, open, fearless. The Tibetan monks taught that life is like the river. Everything flows, everything changes, and when we cling to the rocks along the banks, we suffer. But when we release, we are carried to new shores. You do not need to forget them. You do not need to erase the laughter, the touch, the promises. You simply need to allow them to become part of your journey, not the chain around your ankles. Grieve if you must, cry if you must, scream into the pillow if you must. But after the grief, after the storms, let there be silence. A silence where peace is born. A silence where your own soul speaks again. You are not defined by who stayed or who left. You are defined by the love you continue to carry, for yourself, for life, for the endless possibilities ahead. Today is not the end of your story. It is the beginning of a new chapter. A chapter where your own light leads the way. A chapter where your own strength becomes your foundation. You are still here. You are still breathing. You are still capable of extraordinary love. And now, that love is ready to come home. To you. You are stronger than your pain. You are braver than your fears. You are wiser than your doubts. Your heart has carried storms and still beats with hope. Your soul has walked through darkness and still searches for light. Each tear you cried carved more room for love. Each night you survived built a stronger foundation inside you. You are not broken. You are being rebuilt. You are not lost. You are on your sacred path. Letting go is not the end. It is the beginning of something new, something lighter, something truer, something more aligned with the soul you are becoming. The Tibetan monks knew the hardest battles are fought inside the heart, and the greatest victories are silent, invisible, sacred. Your healing is not loud. Your healing is not announced. Your healing happens in quiet moments of choosing peace over chaos, choosing yourself over waiting, choosing growth over comfort, choosing forgiveness over resentment. You do not need to prove your worth to anyone. You were born worthy. You are enough in your pain. You are enough in your healing. You are enough in your beginning again. The river does not apologize for changing its course. The mountains do not weep when the winds reshape them, and you do not need to apologize for surviving, for changing, for letting go. Your spirit was never meant to be caged by the past. Your soul was never meant to be weighed down by what could have been. You were meant to rise, to breathe freely, to love fiercely, to walk your own sacred journey with open hands and an open heart. Today is not about forgetting. Today is about reclaiming your light. Your freedom is your birthright. Your healing is your homecoming. And it begins the moment you decide to set yourself free. If this message touched your heart, don't let it end here. Type "I choose freedom" in the comments to seal your commitment to healing. Remember, letting go is an act of power, not weakness. Subscribe now to the Tibetan Code for more wisdom to guide your soul forward. Your healing journey is sacred. Your heart is sacred. Your next chapter is waiting, and you are ready. Trust the journey. Trust yourself. Let love transform you, not trap you. Let this be the day you choose yourself fully. And when you do, watch how life starts to flow again. Breathe in courage. Breathe out fear. You are not alone. You are part of something greater now. The circle of souls who dared to heal, to love, and to rise.